Hmm. Oh, are we recording? Definitely not trying to log into my Google right now. That's not what's happening. Definitely did not forget to log in for that. Uh, yes. Trying. Trying all the password combos. Oh, there we go. Uh, all right. Is this working? Damn, I am. I'm signed in. Cool. All right. Well then, welcome. We are still on the Lowrez Game Jam song that I didn't finish. It's taken me a while, probably because I'm trying things that I've never tried before, which is fine. Definitely not used to a song taking this long to finish, but it's whatever. Uh, but yeah, I'm just gonna play it from the beginning to where I'm currently at, and then we're gonna move from there. All right, and we'll stop it there. This is the unfinished part. A little bit of a mess, but definitely going the direction I'd like it to. All right. So yeah, I'd like to wrap up this song at this point, but my plan is I've got like two frames right here. Uh, this frame is this measure, right? So I'm thinking right now. It's kind this frame is like the beginning of another segment of the song, right? Because we sort of like we built up and then transitioned in this previous measure. I got some crazy things that I want to try. And after I introduce some new stuff and then give it another frame to like loop and mix it up a little bit, I want to have, I think, 2 more frames um, that repeat the melodic ideas that I'm going to work on in these 2 frames, but then offer a like percussive, conclusive mix up that allows for us to jump back to the beginning measure and loop the song. And this extra frame down here, this was an idea that I attempted working toward, but I decided at some point that it's not worth trying to get to. I think that sounds cool. Like, I like this triangle wave idea. But yeah, I just didn't really have a way to make the song get to this vibe. I don't know how to describe that right now. My brain's not doing me well today. But that being said, we'll just end the song in these next 4 frames, I'm thinking, and then loop it. So I'll go ahead and put a FF0 thing there. Yeah, so the song will end there now. We'll jump to this previous measure. And something needs to happen with that transition there. It doesn't sound too clean. So I'm gonna have to listen to that again. I'm gonna jump actually to measure 7. Yeah, so my biggest problem... What is the triangle wave doing there? Right. Yeah, I was trying to say my problem is like at the end of this measure, I just don't think that is clean sounding. It's kind of hard to give. Because we got this whole build up, and then I want things to go and then jump into my new ideas. I think the triangle wave might be too low. Let's jump back again. We're toying around with that transition, trying to make it sound the way that I want. Is everything here just too low? Like... Absolutely not. That was disgusting. Okay. Jump back here again. Let me listen to how the bass is building up right here. We like jump straight back to the root note, like, and then slide up. Let's see what a constant slide up and down would sound like. I just feel like it might create a motion from the triangle wave that makes it nicer to listen to. Because like the thing is, we can't add volume, like moving up in volume with the triangle wave. It doesn't accept, like I said, it doesn't accept volume level changes. It's always the same thing. And if you've been looking at the oscilloscope, that's you would notice that. Like if you look at the triangle wave. Right, so it's always that. And yet I'm trying to like create a crescendo effect, and so my substitution for volume is just more portamento, because if there's more motion that you can hear from the triangle wave, then maybe it gives the listener the impression that it's getting louder, or it's just getting more noticeable. What is going on right here? Let me see what's happening in the previous measure right there. I might not like the motion for that either. These ARPs might be too much going on right there. I don't want to worry about that right now. I was focused on the previous measure. I got to be careful how I'm using my note slides, because when it slides up, or usually when it slides down, there comes a point where it reaches like, the bottom pitch. And when that happens, it's like you don't even have a triangle wave channel. Like you're listening and it's just like, oh, where did that instrument go? Um, I'm looking at these. I'm looking at something. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the effects list, and I'm trying to find an effect related to the triangle wave. Here's one that talks about the set triangle linear counter. I don't know what that is. Just as of right now, I'm interested in ways I can influence the triangle wave's behavior in ways that might help with this crescendo effect that I'm working on, or maybe in a way that'll influence the motions of the triangle wave in a way that benefits me. So I'm going to look at this one for now, and that's just because I don't know what it does. I could have sworn there was a... I could have sworn there was an effect that was related to the... I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just going to have to find it. Where's my cursor right now? So if it's right there, then it'll... Let's put it in DPCM, actually. DPCM frequency, what? Envelope mode. Huh. Um, I might just be crazy. I could just be crazy. I am crazy, I know. Uh, the thing that I was talking about, I could have sworn there was an effect that had to do with the volume level of the triangle wave and something with the DPCM channel. It was like, yeah, I'm just crazy. I'm just making stuff up. I just, but I did want to mess with this triangle linear counter. I don't even, we're gonna solo it. We're gonna use it. I just want to see if it does something. Might learn something new here. Uh, 0 to 7F. 80 and higher halt. That sounds like almost a comment because you got this little semicolon. So I'll start with 19 5F. And we're going to put it a little bit ahead. And then I'm going to change it a little bit after to 1980. Then we're going to do 1910. Then 1980. Oh, okay. Well, it stopped. How about 7F? Interesting. How about 1901? Whoa. How much does that change if I move up? Okay, so we're just gonna count up slowly. It's like a quality thing. Oh my gosh. Did it start playing normally right there? 1907, 8. Interesting. Okay, so this just seems like another way to use the triangle channel percussively during instances. Like if I wanted this sound, I could probably figure out how to make that a thing. What does it sound like with everything else? Probably terrible. Okay, I have, well, that's a thing. Not sure what I want to do. Which I was worried about that. I feel like I've hit some sort of block in my brain with this. So so right here, we have this cool part, which is basically like the peak of your buildup. This is where it starts to go like nuts. And I got this cool effect. Like, I think that sounds cool. But the problem being, I don't know if it's appropriate. Um, I'll tell you one thing I did off stream that's on here now. So I wanted to experiment, and this is happening in Pulse 2 right now, with using a reverse ARP. And at first, when I was doing that, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure there's an effect that flips around the ARP and lets you do it backwards. I still feel like there is, but regardless. Oh, wait. Is this it? Set vibrato shape. So I just didn't see this. I'm pretty sure this is what I needed. I created an instrument. Um, but an effect would be so much nicer because like I told you way back, I don't like creating instruments uh when I can just achieve what I need with the blank one and some effects because it just becomes clutter. So this is a reverse ARP, and we're going to try to create this with our blank instrument now, instead of what I have here, which is like your, arpeggio preset. And if you remember the E0XX command, that dictates the speed of your ARP. So if I said like E004, here's that with the blank right here, right? Same speed, even though these two notes are instrument 15, which has its own custom ARP. It's just that each note that it's cycling through is playing for four ticks. Let's call those ticks. I don't know what these values are. It doesn't tell me either when I do the plus minus, which is the same as E004. Um, but like I said, we can maybe. The way to test that would be to. So it's a 035 ARP. So we need 0035, and we need it at E004 4 speed. That's what I have it at. I wanted to be able to distinguish the notes a bit and not have it play too fast, which is kind of like more like a broken chord. This is more like a exactly what I just said. I don't have a way to reiterate that. Um, but now we're going to use the E3XX command. So E3, I'm pretty sure E300 is your default, what we have. Let's try down. How about E3? O2. I'm not sure what it's. Doesn't sound like it's doing that. See, that's the sound that we need right there. I'm gonna put it at 2 for now, the pulse width, so that they sound the same. Right, that's the sound we're going for. This is what we're getting right now. Let's try a. Well, no. If it's a reverse ARP, do I need to change the values of my ARP effect to complement what the starting note technically is? And no, I mean, yeah, right? Because it would have to be the top note, not the bottom. So go to our blank instrument. I need to move up a couple octaves. So that's the note that we had. But now maybe it needs to be... Okay, so that's not true. E3 E3XX set vibrato shape 0. Up down. Up only. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Vibrato, dude. I've been saying vibrato this whole time, and I'm messing with an arpeggio. I am messing with an arpeggio. I I I mean, like I said, right? My brain's just not there right now. So wow. Wow. Um yeah, so everything that I just said does not matter. That only applies to vibratos. You can't reverse a arpeggiator that has the vibrato effect on it to reverse the notes to anyone trying to pitch such an idea. That's not possible. I barely even understood what I just said there. Okay, so we do need custom instruments for that, for this thing that I want to do. Which is fine. Like I was saying, if I don't have to do it, then I prefer to avoid it, but it's what we're doing. Okay. Been so focused on that, I forgot what was going on beforehand. Yeah. It's starting to sound better. I need to work on that transition. Man, there's a few things I need to work on. And I want to do it all at once. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it to all be solved right now. Because I know what it sounds like in my head. It just doesn't sound like that on the project. You feel? Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. Um... Okay, there needs to be something sliding and not plucking there. We already got the rising. I might take away these right here. Very standoutish, unnecessary. That, if you're wondering what that is, pulse 2. Might take out that part and replace it with something. Is that even loud enough? I need to make sure that's building up appropriately. Oh, key. Okay, so we're trying to breathe a bit more character into the lead, and I'm doing the same thing that I did with the previous frames that had the lead in it, which was this. That's the wrong measure. I'm sorry. It's this one. Yeah, and this one too. All right, so the clickiness aside, listen to that in full. You tell me what you think, because I'll tell you what I think after. Yeah, so I like that. What I'm doing is I'm jumping between different pulse widths, and it does make a little click, but when everything is playing all together, I don't think it's noticeable, at least in a bad way. Um, but having the timbre swap like that while the note's sliding in pitch, I think it just makes the instrument sound a bit more elaborate. Um, Gives it a bit more character. All right, we're gonna start working on the ARPs. I could get hung up, but I know what I've been trying to do this whole time, right? This has been a really stretched out, indecisive process, which that's just how this is. But I needed to find out what I was comfortable with working on, right? Because there are some things that you want to work on that you're uncertain about that just could be, the wrong direction, yada, 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 yada. Then there are some things that it's like, I know I want to do this and I know that I can do it now. And in this case, it's the ARPs. I know what I want to do with the ARPs. And if I can get those laid out, other things that I'm a bit more indecisive about may become more clear to me as we create the things that we're more certain about. Because the song or this frame is going to start sounding more and more full, which in turn makes you more confident about other things that you might have been worried about. That's how it is for me, at least. So I do have some. We've been using a lot of the same type of chord for our ARPs, and now we're just starting to use different types. I've never done this before. I've always used the same ARP, which hasn't been intentional. It's just been how it is. So I've got some thinking to do here. And we're gonna... Okay, and... How about 6, 8? Six. What am I trying right now? Maybe I do just want the A right there. We'll bring it back to 2. No. Buh, buh. Uh, so it's going to be 6. Is it going to be 9? Very loud. I gotta remove that. In fact, if I'm gonna do that, look. Or no, this. There we go. It's gonna be the same string of effects each time. Oh my gosh. My brain, it's gonna explode. What was happening in the pre... Like, what do I even want to do with that lead? Like, that's a minor sounding note. try 006C, 004, 010. That is what I wanted. Just a question of if I'm gonna like that as I work on the lead. I feel like I should finish the lead before I keep messing with these wacky ARPs. Maybe even change the... I made the triangle part a long time ago, and I wasn't really sure if it was going to end up being what I wanted. I like this shift in tone, if y'all can feel it, because we're at the end, and this is an evil wizard, you know, pretty evil wizard thing going on right now. I'm just looking at a GIF of the wizard at the moment. I wonder if I could share that. I don't know if I've ever shared it before. Blah. Look, it's a Miro board. Wow. Boy, howdy. Got this 3-phase boss I had made a sprite sheet for, and he does the same attack, but depending on the phase, it's like different projectiles. You know, we were trying to get stuff done, keep it simple. Yeah, I definitely think this shift in tone near the end is justified. I just want to make sure that if I do something like this, I don't give it a sort of momentum that, like, implies we're reaching the end of the song. Rather, we're reaching a loop. Does that make sense? Like, and I feel like I'm 50-50 on which is happening at the moment. Like, I feel like we're just approaching an ending to the song. Rather than wrapping things up in a way where it can just jump back to the beginning. So, I mean, could definitely make that into something doable. I just need to carefully, expertly craft the, oops. Oh my gosh, all the buttons. Please stop. Chastising my fingers right now for hitting random keys, even though I do that all the time. Now I need to move this tab back. Alright. Cool. So... this might even need to be higher pitch, but before I say that... that was another thing I was remembering that I just remembered. I need to do this now. So this sweeps up and it rolls, right? So I want it to drop down in pitch really, really quickly, just like it was doing in this measure. Right here. 0 to 10. Let's try that. Let's have it drop down slower. Just remember that it was doing that in the previous measure. Listen to it in full. this one will be a bit deeper. It's going the direction that I want it to. Okay. Yep. What needs to happen is I have to, so here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to back up in my chair and I'm going to stand up and then I'm going to walk to the percolator and pour me a cup of coffee. And when I come back, I'll have a cup of coffee. That's it. That was just an idea that I had. It's actually unrelated to the music, but I'm gonna go do that. So it should take like, I don't know, 20 seconds. You can count. Feel free. All right. I just did the thing I said I was gonna do. So I got coffee. Ooh, what if I reiterated this part right here? Right? I just did the same thing. Like I do the same thing here, but maybe like different instruments, different effects. Um, how I would do that. Where's my chime? F. These are drone instruments, right? And that sounded pretty weird. How about the 13? The 017 roll. I think that's like a if I do that, maybe I want it a lower octave. That might be cool. It's hard to tell because like I said, we don't have the art part playing alongside it right there. I'm like at a in between of do I want to work on the ARP or the lead? Okay. Let's see. You know what else ends right there that I need to keep working on is the noise channel. Zero. Let's go down. What we got going on here? That's not what I wanted. I wanted me reaching over to my MIDI to type in numbers. Might just be better. Yeah. Can I do E192? Oh, why did you not play the second one? Really? What is... What? Okay, hold on. I didn't know that E1, it's just a note slide up, so why is it not playing the second tick? You hear that? Like it, I have to put in, oh gosh. I have to put in E100, which is literally nothing. That's nothing. No note slide. It's just there. But for some reason it allows this note to play. Because I just wanted this one to have like a bit of a grace note sort of deal. I mean, it's working. I just, why? All right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's cool. And then we do this. Sure. Yeah. Might even do the same one. I think I did the same one for previously, like when I was doing the, yeah, look, B300, B300. Only difference is that I changed the timbres between each one. So I could just go like that, but then 1201. If I am gonna do a weird effect like that and let the bass consistently do the bass thing it's doing, I might have like a really stand-outish moment or cadence here from the percussion in some way. So everyone's like, ooh, this is different, and then jump back to what was consistently happening beforehand. What's happening here in the triangle wave? Noise channel stuff. And then this probably needs to rise. Yeah, we're gonna tweak it. What octave am I at? I try to stick around the same octave when I'm doing noise channel stuff, which is usually around the 1, 2. Just so that I remember where everything was mapped out. They're not mapped out. I think it's the same regardless. I don't know, it just helps me visually, I guess. Uh, Everything is 0 volume levels. So start at 9. It didn't sound the way that I wanted it to. Oh, I think that did what I wanted it to. Yeah. I just needed to use the cut effect on the really quick roll instrument so that it wasn't continuously doing the roll thing. Like here, look. Right? That versus this. Needed to be shorter near the end. The beginning part was what I wanted to have a more heavier note. But what do I want to do? Everything's way higher in volume at the moment. I don't know why I did that. If I do stuff at lower volume, the problem is that the regular volume slide effect dips it out of existence, which we don't want that. But we don't want the lead to be too long either, because when I mix it later, we need some headroom. Can't just have things maxed out. So hold on. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to be jumping between F3 and F4 commands, which is your same volume slide effect, just at a slower, more defined rate. This allows for you to have a more defined volume slide. It won't happen as quickly. So what do I want? I want the slide down. So let's try F4 30, and whatever we do, it's going to have to be matched because I want consistency. So when I do an F3, which is the fine volume slide up, that's going to have to be 30, right? You hear how that sounds different? Like, might even be able to see it through the oscilloscope. So, what we're looking at right now is pulse 2, this second one right here. And what I don't want to happen is for the ARP to just completely disappear, or disappear noticeably. Yeah. Like, yeah, it gets a little bit smaller when you're using the 0A XY command versus the fine volume slide. Yeah, so here we go. F3, F4, 30. Better. That was a problem I had back then is I didn't know. I like to use volume slides a lot, but it always did so at a rate that was too fast for me and would cause the instrument to just completely disappear, right? Like it wouldn't. So I couldn't have long sustains that slowly tapered off because if I used a volume fade effect, then it would either just get too loud too quickly or too quiet. And I never knew about the fine volume slide effect. So this is a cool demonstration just showing how that works. Cool. So what do I want to work on next? That's the question. Okay, wait. I'm just doing an octave shift up right now. And what volume? Remember, we're doing this really abstract thing and disregarding the lead that had been doing its thing before, which is on purpose, but we need to make sure that we can jump back to the existing idea and continue it smoothly. This is the fun with instrument juggling. So What I'm thinking right now is changing what the bass is doing right here. Right here. How do I want to do it though? This is the answer. We needed a higher pitch thing. Wrong stuff, but it's gonna help me in the direction I want. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. This is the right direction. Um, I need to be right back real quick. Yeah, I'll be right back. I took my dog out before I started the stream, but he's giving me the stare. And I don't know about any of you dog owners out there, but when I get the stare, I don't like it. I don't like it. Want to make sure he's doing good. Let's see. We'll be right back. Dun, dun, dun. This is why I also tried to log into my Google account earlier, was so that I can now post comments. There we go. We'll be right back. Yep. Right. That was a fun moment of silence, right? Yep. Yeah, my dog is like he's 17 years old, 5 pound Yorkie. His name is Doodle. Pretty dope. He's got a really good 1,000 yard stare. I think it's really funny when he does that because I zone out too sometimes. But got to take him out whenever he asks. Um, so yeah, if you just tuned in, I hope you enjoyed the random moment of silence. But we're back. And now that I'm back, we're gonna continue this measure. What was I doing? The answer is a lot. I was doing a lot. Oh gosh, here we go. I think I need a chime or what's it called? May oh my gosh. Getting closer. Oh, that's right. Isn't there a frequency effect for DPCM. Um, I want to say yes, but where is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. DPCM 20XX 0 to F. Wow. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna do the thing that I want it to do. We're gonna start at 0, 1. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. What happens if I try to progress that up? Ooh, okay, so actually, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Sounds so messy right now. Okay. Uh, I know what I'm doing wrong there. Um, let's see. I'm gonna hit the reset button, which means playing it from the beginning. Just don't know what I want to do. Ow. Sorry. A little bit of harmony action going on here. Abandon the ARPs. Uh, so messy right now. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna turn off the stream and we'll be continuing to work on this, but I'm gonna take some time off and to think about what I have going on. I just need to refresh my brain. Um, Play it through some different speakers as well. Which is going to just take me a little bit. And then I'll reapproach this with a fresh mindset. I think I'm heading in the right direction. I've just listened to it so much that I think I've worn my ear out, sadly. Which I feel like is happening quicker than usual. Not sure if that's because of the stream having an inadvertent effect on my listening abilities and impressions. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the stream off and then continue to mess with this. I know I was on and off today. I apologize for that. Didn't make as much progress as I wanted to, but you know, I'm not in a rush. I want this to turn out the way that I'd like it to. So, next week I'll either be working on this song still or I'll have finished it off stream and we'll have something published. But for now, we'll just play it from the beginning to the end and I'll deliver my closing thoughts and that'll be that. Yeah, something's got to change there. It's too much. I experimented with a lot there, and now I'm going to be dialing it back and making sure that transition is smooth, which it just isn't right now. I got some good ideas, but they need polishing, balancing, etc., yada yada. But that's for another time. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you next week.